What's going on, family? It's your man Oskino the Don, back again with another live stream video here on YouTube, and also you can catch me over on TikTok live as well. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, drop some comments below, and smash up the likes, family. Let's get this video to 200,000 likes. I know I'm asking for a whole lot. I don't even have 200,000 likes on my whole channel, but today's topic for today's video is Irv Gotti is on life support. Now, most of my followers, I don't know where y'all from, leave in the comments below, both on YouTube and TikTok, as you guys pile into the stream, right? So, knowing that Irv Gotti, who happens to be a diabetic, right? Irv Gotti's a diabetic. So, when you don't control your diabetes, a stroke is one of the complications, family. Now, whether you like Irv Gotti or not, this isn't that type of video, right? And I already saw 50 Cent's reaction to Irv Gotti, but I don't expect anything more from 50 Cent because he's a clown, right? They say, oh, that's his enemy, blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, I don't wish death on anybody, period. Enemy or not, especially having to be on life support, right? So it just kind of goes to show you the character of somebody like 50 Cent. He's a clown. But according to reports, now things have been on a downturn for Irv Gotti. Now he had previously spoken about his struggles with diabetes, and I put in quotes, it's rampant with black people. What it does is it starts deteriorating your body. Now, for those who don't know, like if you just follow me or just started following me, I'm also a diabetic. I'm type 1 diabetic. I'm not sure if Irv Gotti is type 1 or type 2, but there is a major difference. Like type 1, you can die from in a snap of a finger. I rely on insulin myself to keep alive. I'm not capping. I got my insulin pump right here, and my blood sugar is actually kind of low right now. So if y'all can see that on the screen, 83. So this is why this particular situation and story means something to me because anybody who's struggling with diabetes, whether it be type 1 or type 2, that hit home for me because it's personal. I've been living myself with diabetes knowingly. In May, it'll be 15 years. Type 1 diabetic, so far, no hospitalizations, no damage to any of my nerves or organs, right? Now, with that being said, it's a lot easier said than done. Trust me, you don't get a mental break from this thing they call diabetes, particularly when you're type 1. Type 2, if they put you on pills, all you got to do is lose weight and eat good. Really, it's really that simple for type 2. But some people don't have that control, right? So if you don't have that control, then you gotta learn discipline. And it's like, how do you develop something that you've never had? Well, you have to love your life. So if you love your life, you will find a way. It's particularly if something is actually reversible. Like people tell me all the time, oh, try the Dr. Sebi diet. Yo, I love Dr. Sebi. I tried this diet 8 years ago and I almost died because it lacked certain nutrition that I need. Not to say that his shit wasn't good, because you know the types of food that Dr. Sabier have you eaten are electrical foods, but it doesn't have all of the nutrients and the proteins that you actually need, particularly for a type 1 diabetic. Now, don't get me wrong. If I could cure myself of type 1 diabetes, I would in a heartbeat. But the thing about having type 1 diabetes for as long as I've had it is it's become like second nature that I have to always know what my blood sugar is. So even if they tell me that they cured me and they have a cure and they showed that they cured me, my mind is going to take a long time for me to really adjust to being able to eat anything and not having to calculate. You have to be a mathematician as a type 1 diabetic. You got to calculate the carbs, know how much insulin you need when your blood sugar is at a certain level. This is an everyday, every meal thing for a type 1 diabetic. But like I said, type 1 and type 2, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And he said, according to this article in Newsweek, Irv Gotti said when asked if his condition was under control, he responded no, adding, I've been diagnosed with diabetes forever. It's hereditary. He said when his blood sugar gets too high, obviously he gives himself insulin. See, so his is reversible because he says it's reversible, but you got to change the way you eat. Family, personal, like, yo, I have documented how many times I've changed my diet as a type 1 diabetic. This shit does not get rid of your problem, meaning that eating right isn't going to fix how your pancreas secretes insulin. That's not happening. Do I wish it would happen? Hell fucking yeah, because you know how many people like me, children too, young children who diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and have to go through elementary school feeling different, judged, and all this shit. Like a lot of people never take into account the mental struggles that somebody has to deal with when you got diabetes. So it's like 50 Cent's clown ass, of course, will find any time in any moment when somebody's on, when somebody's down to kick them. And it's like that's why I don't care if he was 50 Cent's enemy or not, man. I lost respect for 50 Cent a long time ago. And truth be told, I would get in the ring and whoop his fucking ass. And I wouldn't take $1. I'd donate all of the proceedings for finding a cure for type 1 diabetes. So the fact that Irv Gotti is on life support because evidently he's struggling with his diabetes, who's in his circle? Who's he surrounded by? Like you see, I I have a pretty good strong support system, mainly my mother, right? And when I was newly diagnosed, my mother made sure that I was on my shit. Now you see, the thing is, nobody else in my family has type 1 diabetes. Allegedly, my great 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 grandfather had it, right? Allegedly. I don't know. I never met him, but they said that's what they thought it was because all they could do back then was use the urine dipsticks to check to see how much sugar was in your urine, and they would know, okay, this person's diabetic. Well, I don't think they even knew what a type 1 versus type 2 was back then, right? So, there's a lot of information out there that people are not actually exposed to. So the fact that we have a hip hop legend, hip hop mogul, who is on life support due to his deteriorating health because he's not taking care of himself, like, yo, that's a problem. And it's like, yo, I don't know how much money you got, but money don't mean shit when you ain't loving yourself, when you ain't taking care of yourself. So it's like you got access to all these resources, my man, and changing your diet, like you don't even have to completely change your diet. You can literally, excuse me, work out more, burn more calories, eat all that sweet shit moderately. So it's not like you have to do a complete overhaul of your diet. I'm diabetic. I could go drink strawberry lemonade right now, but I medicate myself. And it's like you have to educate yourself about what it is to live with diabetes. It ain't just, oh, you can't have sugar. That's the typical ignorant shit that people spew all the fucking time. And I gotta say, it pisses me off because the ignorance, especially when it comes between type 1 and type 2, is at an all-time high. Like people just think that, oh, you can't have sugar. Nah, I can have sugar, but I need insulin to help me regulate the sugar to put the sugar back into my cells and not stay in my blood so I don't lose limbs. You see, there's actual science to this shit. And the way I break it down could be very simple for people to understand. But I get it. A lot of times You don't want to check your blood sugar. You just want to eat food because you love the taste of it and you hungry, right? That's the majority of people what y'all do that don't have diabetes. So just think about every time before you eat, you gotta know how many carbs your food got. And you gotta know how much insulin to give yourself because if you give yourself too much, you can die. If you don't give yourself enough, you can die. Family, you can look this up. The difference for me, life and death, is the size of my pinky nail, right? The size of my pinky nail can determine if I live or die based on if I give myself too much or too little insulin. That's the shit I deal with every day. And it's like, I don't like to bring it up. I don't use it as a crutch. I use it as a motherfucking badge of armor. So I'm a motherfucking soldier. Ain't nothing on this planet that's going to stop me from doing what I want to do, period. So, the fact that people think this shit is funny that somebody's on life support because of diabetes, regardless if you like them or not, you're a horrible person. I don't care. There's no excuse for it. Like 50 Cent's an asshole. And he got whatever's coming to him over hundredfold. Trust and believe that. Like, my thing is, you never make fun of the sick, and you never make fun of people dying. That's my thing, right? If you believe in that or not, that's on you. But I see what happens to this type of people, and I can guarantee you it's not going to end well for 50 Cent. So Irv Gotti, man, I hope you pull through. I hope you come out on the other side and can change your life around. I'm really praying for that. Anybody out there struggling with any type of health issue, and when I say health issue, I ain't just talking about the body. The mind is the most important part of health. If your mind is healthy, the body will follow. But if your mind isn't healthy, your body will start to break down. And this is expressed throughout history. But you see, a lot of people don't want to talk about mental health because they think it makes you weak. Nah, I'm a strong motherfucker. I can talk about damn near anything and ain't gonna change who I am. The fact that I can express myself and talk about it and provide a platform for people to feel comfortable and knowing that there's somebody out there like them that's going through it. Hey man, I'm all for that. But this making fun of Irv Gotti shit because he's on his quote unquote deathbed allegedly because he didn't have his diabetes under control. That's actually sad, family, and it's exemplary of the country that we live in. You know how they've poisoned our food throughout the years, destroyed the soil, and of course, our water supply. So all of this correlates to evil. All this shit correlates to evil. All these diseases didn't exist all the time. These shits, I'm just saying, call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever. This right here, somebody about to lose their life, they on life support from a stroke, what you would call a diabetic induced stroke, when your blood sugar is too high. See, you can get a stroke when your blood sugar is too high, or you can go into a diabetic coma when your blood sugar is too low. And for type 1s, it is that much harder to avoid that, literally. So, hey man, I just want to send prayers out to Irv Gotti. For those that are tapped in on my TikTok, please go over to my YouTube, hit that subscribe button, drop some likes on my videos, and leave some comments because you guys always guide me and move me toward certain content because you make me aware of it too, and I thank y'all for that. So I built this platform. The platform isn't just for me to talk about things that I'm interested in, but it's for those who like my content and subscribe. Yo, give me some feedback. You know what I mean? I'm always open for constructive criticism. Always open for talking about new topics, new ideas, whatever's going to help humanity, whatever's going to bring the awareness of whatever it is, whether it be health, politics, the next come up when it comes for money. You know what I'm saying? Because we all could use more money. I don't give a damn what nobody said. We could all use more money. And it ain't the love for money, it's what money can actually get us, which is more time with our people. Just imagine if you could actually work from home. Like, I mean, full time and all that, but you work from home, so you still around your family. Nowadays, spend so much time away from our family, we don't even know who the hell they are. And all that has to do with society. So just imagine how that is on top of trying to have to take care of your diabetes. Just saying, family. I know life ain't fair, life can be but that's why we here. We supposed to help each other, man. My story is gonna help somebody. I know that. I want to thank y'all for tapping in. I'm tapping out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Drop some likes. Smash up the likes. Leave some comments below, family. Peace and one love.